Aha! Wow! Uh-huh. 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 Uh-huh.
Yeah, the microphone's on now, and just looking for something to listen to. It's loaded. Just okay. All right, let's launch. Let me just look for something else to listen to. Don't know. Don't know. Oh, sorry. Let me mute. Yeah, I really thought I could. Just didn't know whether we could grab it, like if there's any colliders in the middle. So we'll get it from the edge now. Okay, let's bring this thing back. Control from here. We've got this one contract left to bring this thing back. Thank you, Wilt Mono. We'll try and get it back now. It's only one small piece, I know, but we'll try and get it because hang on. Let me just pause the other monitor. I've forgotten to do something. The funds Kerbal funds graph. I haven't got it going. There you go. Hang on. I got a Python script. I got to start. Yeah. Now the graph at the top of the screen will now be updating. The graph at the top of the screen wasn't updating. I got to start a Python script, but it'll work now. And it shows us basically our funds over time, because this is a career game, so funds make a difference. Right, where are we? We've gone past. I normally do the deorbit burn by this mountain range, so we'll go around again. Okay. Being a career game, we try and get it as close to KSC as possible. If we recover it close to KSC, we can recover more funds from recovered parts. Trying to get it as close to the runway. If we get 100%, if we can get it to the runway, we can get 100% back on recovered parts. Oh, I could drop this. It's going to break. Oh, damn it. Why? It came off. It's going to break. Don't break. Don't break. If it breaks, we've lost it. Oh, no. Right. Should we... See? We can't do the... We can always load the quick save. We can always load the quick save. Should we do that? No. No? Do you want the... So you don't want the quick save loaded? We'll just take the hit on the money, is it? Alright. Because we could have always just load the quick save and then try it again. Load quick save. Okay, F5, F9. There you go. Got it. There we go. Might as well do. All right. Thanks for that vote. Because when I originally started with this Korea save, years and years ago, this one's going to go from years. Hang on, let me pause while I was listening to it on the other monitor. The idea was to just, if anything goes wrong, just carry on. But yeah, I've just ended up using the quick save all the time now. Right. Let's try it again. So I think we needed to lose a bit more altitude before popping the chutes, because I think if there's enough of a shock load on the claw, I think it drops some of the light things, because because the ring is quite light, it's probably more likely to vibrate free or something. So if we wait till it gets down a bit lower and a bit slower before we pop the chutes. Didn't really want it in the water because it takes a long time to pick it up, because I've got vehicles to pick them up to try and get it back to the runway, because being a Korea gate, say if we want the money, and we can get more money back if we can get it to the runway. What was his contract for? Hello, Galaxy Bolt. Yeah, it's just returning the component from orbit, but the component is this really light ring. Because we just need to get some money. Because I just feel we're short of money. I don't like doing I don't like doing our other ambitious projects unless we're over $1 million in funds. You know, just in case things go wrong. Last time we did the main chutes, the ring came off. It did it last time, see? The ring came off. Every time you pop the chutes, the ring comes off. If it gets broken... See, is it broken? It's done it again. It's broken it. We're going to have to wait till we're over the water or something. It's really low over the water. So should we do another load of the quick save? We did it. That's what we did just now. Do another load of the quick save? Your choice. I got dice on my desk. I could always roll the dice. You know, like evens, quick save, odds, quick save, odds, just carry on, you know? I say I had dice on my desk. Where is it? I'll find. Could you have brought up an engineer with the modular construction part and grabbed the beam? Yeah, could you have brought up an engineer with a modular construction part and then grabbed the beam? Load the quick save. Yeah, I'll try it again. Right. If we lose it now, we'll just go on with it. I mean, I'm not sure if we can fit it in a cargo container or something. But I was thinking of maybe getting another one of these and sticking them on the other end, but it's still going to break apart, isn't it? Wait, could you attach the parachute to the ring? You could attach, maybe. Maybe we could. You could have an engineer if you have an engineer. Should we try that? Should we bring a Kerbal up and attach a parachute to the ring? Wait, what is this? What is its name? Is it, L-73 new orbit lifter. If you have an engineer. Oh, we could try that. You know, we don't want to... Because we could try it. We could try it. See what happens. We'll use one of the older lifters, which has got Kerbals in it, and it's got more stuff we can. Oh, let me just pause while I was listening to on the other monitor. Right. If you have an engineer, open 116B4, 116B4, 116B4. Was it B5? What is B5? Is B5 a newer version? The decoupler is staging. The decoupler is staging. You think, Lucas? Is that our problem then? The decoupler staging? That could be. You know what? That sounds more logical. Actually, that sounds more logical. Let's leave here. So we could have just right-click and disabled the staging. Right, where is it? Where is it? Not the probe, not the probe, not the probe. There it is. Come on, load. The decoupler is staging. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah. All right, hang on. Up there. Decouple enable cross read wait. You can't disable. So if you put that there, you can't disable staging, can you? There's no option. All right, if we leave it there, yeah, because that's what we were doing when we're hitting the parachutes. It's just coming off. Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll try this. You're an amazing person. Yeah. You well done for noticing that. F5. Do another quick save. Actually, we'll do another orbit to get us back to our orbit point. So. All right. We'll try that now. Saves putting a Kerbal in danger, setting them in the orbit. There we go. Right, make a burn there. Because I tend to do the deorbit burn by this mountain range. That's why I do. F5. F5. So in case we hit space a couple of times, do that. 5. Right, track the panels. We'll try this again. Try and get it as close to KSC as possible. Try and get 100% from recovered parts by recovering to the runway. If we can't land on the runway, because this doesn't have a lot of, in quotes, cross-range ability, so we can't control this very well. It's not the best deorbiting machine, but it's been faithful. It's been quite a reliable deorbiting machine, and we will bring out, if it lands in the water, we're close enough, then we'll get the ship and go and pick it up. If it lands on land, we've got a vehicle and go out and pick it up. But if it lands too far out, it just takes too long to get the ship out, so I can't be bothered, and I'll just recover it. But if it's within the distance to the island where the island runway is, then we can get a ship out and pick it up and recover it actually to the runway. Though it's easier if we recover from the land with the vehicle we got. We'll go and pick it up. We do need to make bigger versions of our recovery vehicles because they're smaller for some of they're a bit small for some of the larger stages we got. Yeah, I'm just firing the engines to try and get it around there. I'm looking good, looking good. Try and get as close to the runway as possible. Oh, good, the RCS does. Don't go in the water, don't go in the water, it's easier to pick it up from the land. Unless it's on the beach and it's too steep. Yeah, we'll get the vehicle out. It's easier to pick it up from the land. I'm worried about it being too steep for the vehicle we got to pick it up. Okay. Oh, Yeah, it worked. It worked. Thank you, Lucas, for noticing that. Yeah. Thank you. Right. Because you'd think if this is in orbit, it would have been staged, wouldn't you think, wouldn't it? That's what you'd think. Because it's just a randomly generated part when you accept the contract. There we go. Right. Want to get 100% from parts, so rather than recovering it here, we'll go back to the space center and go and get a vehicle out and pick it up. Right, get this out. Stick a couple of engineers on it. What is it called? I forgot what it's called. Recovery. No, hang on. I forgot what it's called. We'll just do a search for recovery. Recovery. It was 1A, I believe, because 1B we tried to stick a big manipulator arm on it, so it's 1A. KSC Recovery 1A. Stick a couple of engineers on there. Gem Time, you're going on there, and Sidlin, you're going on there. Get out there and earn your keep, Kerbals. Just thinking the flags now. I was going to do a Shiga flag because we've got a Tottori and Hyoga Ken flag, so I was going to do a Shiga flag earlier, but I never added it to Kerbal. Right, put the brakes on. Go to next morning, so we can do it in the light. Right, brakes off or brakes on. F5. Let's quick save to F5. Off we go. This hydraulic cylinder to try and center it. Then yeah, we need to build a bigger one of these because some of the larger stages we got now are too small to go in the middle, so we need to build a bigger one. The Kerbals don't seem happy. They're bored and I guess they're not in space. All right, and Gemtine has been around Kerbin, has been around the moon, has been to Minmus, orbit around Minmus, and Sidlin's been to Minmus and the moon and into Kerbin orbit. Okay, put the brakes on and retract that solar panel. If we can even tab to it, there you go. Track the solar panel, otherwise we'll break it. See, our ring is a bit big, isn't it? A bit between you. Let's use the Kerbals to try and attach it to something, can we? Oh, it doesn't quite reach. Doesn't quite reach. Okay. All right. All right. Oh, no, stuck already. Stuck. Oh, there's this catching on the RCS. Right. Right, that'll do. That'll do. 5. I'm stumbled in here with no context and was confused at what I was looking at for a moment. I hope this is something used to grab lunar colony station parts later, and it's got great potential. We've got another crane on Minmus. It's not on the moon yet. We've got a crane on Minmus, but the crane to move colony parts around has got a docking port on it. Because to like strive for realism, I don't use the claw to move stuff around on the surface on Minmus. So instead, we've got a docking port on a crane up there, and this hasn't got a name. This gantry thing is just the recovery thing. But on the cranes I've got on Minmus, I've named after sauropods, dinosaurs. So Diplodocus is our biggest crane. So let me have 5 now, and then we'll just get these. Pick this up, take this to the runway, and if I remember, I'll try and show you the cranes on Minmus. Now we have had stuff break that's attached to the claw when we attach another claw. Right, it's got it. It's got it. Right. And make sure it's lifted up. No, no. I'm pressing the extension in the wrong way. Go on, go on. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. There you go. There we go. Right, right. Hold it there. Turn off the torque wheel so it doesn't mess around when it doesn't cause us problems. We can shut down engine, lock the gimbal, F5, control from here, and off we go. I'll take the brakes off first. There we go. Remember not, we've got a bit of an angle over there, so we've got to remember not to extend that slightly to lift the front up. There we go. Got to remember not to hit the ramp too quickly in case we break that. Yeah, these have got repair kits in the back, haven't they? So there you can get the contract. Because this is a career game, and I want them recovered to the runway, so we can get 100% on recovered parts, 100% of funds. Because hopefully the funds chart up here will go up. Yeah, the funds chart updates every 10 minutes. So, right, get to the runway. Right, brakes. Okay, recover vessel. It's a clever design. I love this untitled craft. Well, it's just recovery, area recovery, KSC recovery, isn't it? It's KSC recovery 1A is what it's called. KSC recovery 1A. Yeah. If we go to parts, it says 100% of value. So we've got 100% of value. We've got even bigger one that floats and goes in as a boat and goes out there and picks stuff up from the sea. We've even got aircraft to pick stuff up. Yeah. So some of the aircraft are just the most Kerbal aircraft you've ever seen in your life. There's I can't even remember what he called the aircraft. There's got all sorts of stuff down here. Yeah, we got this thing. Yeah, and that picks up stages, and it does work. It has worked. It does work. It does work. I've got live streams from last month, or was it the month before? We actually used this, and when it picks stuff up, yeah, it does work. It does work. It just looks silly, doesn't it? It looks. Yeah, it needs more work done to it to improve the way it works. Right, let's have a look. Show you the Minmus cranes. The cranes on Minmus. We've got Diplodocus, Omdenosaurus, and Europasaurus. I think Omdenosaurus is in orbit of Kerbin. The design is very Kerbal. It is, isn't it, Mike? Where is it? I gotta find it. Gotta find it now. I know we got some launch stages we got to deorbit. We'll try and do that after. Now I am tired, so I'm not sure how long the stream's going to be tonight. Diplodocus is Europasaurus there. All right, Diplodocus. Omdenosaurus, Diplodocus. Because we named the Minmus cranes after sauropod dinosaurs. Come on, load. Right, this is our Minmus crane. This is our Minmus crane. And I have got a claw. I have attached a claw on a docking port to this before now and picked up stuff which have got lost modules and that, like contract modules on Minmus. It rolls down the surface. It's on the legs as well, so we can move it up and down. And it moves about on the surface, albeit slowly. The wheels are going, but it's very slow. We've got the engines as well, because it'll get itself into orbit. It's got fuel. Yeah, we've got hab modules over there. We've got like a hang on, let me do my nose. Sorry, I was just sneezing then. Yeah, we've got a mining station that doesn't work there. We've got a mining station elsewhere that sort of works. We've got hab modules over there. There you go. We've got these hab modules. See, the hab modules have got a docking port on the top. We just pick them up by the docking port and move them around. That's what I did it. That's what it was for. Oh my God. Flags, 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 experiments, flags, 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 flags. And there's the other one earlier. And we got an even earlier one than this. You know, we don't use this, it doesn't work very well, so I might just deorbit it at some time and bring it back to Kerbin. We got another one in the orbit of Kerbin, which I keep meaning to bring back to the surface, but and this is like the mining station that doesn't work. Because I think the idea was like you got this little fuel tank here, and the crane can lift it up, this fuel tank off, and it can attach to this and stuff. No, I don't know what I was doing with this. Don't really know what I was doing with this. It's got Kerbal. Oh, it doesn't have any Kerbals aboard at the moment. We did have Kerbals aboard. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm doing with this. Anyway, Space Center. What's our funds at now? Yeah, every 10 minutes the picture updates with our new funds. So before we start experimenting with other things, I'd like to get over 1 million Kerbal funds. We got 66,669, right? What contracts we got? What contracts? 32 things. Apart from orbit of moon. Pod funds Hulk force. For tourists. Minmus, Moon, Kerbin, Ike. No, you're not going to Ike. I'm not going to send a tourist out to Ike. Minmus. Orbit around Minmus. Fly by Minmus. I know we've done we've done lots of tourist flights out there, but it's something we know we can do. Moon, orbit around Moon, land on Moon. Orbit around Moon. We could send them to the Moon as well as Minmus, couldn't we? It's too much work. Alright, let's go with this. So we got ferry 2 tourists safely to their destination. Actually, we've got launch stages in orbit. We've got to bring them back. We can get some funds by bringing launch stages back. We got like 3, 4 of them in orbit now. Yeah, we got this. 1, 2, 3, 4 launch stages. 4, possibly 5 launch stages in orbit, which we can bring back. A couple of these I made mistakes when launching them, so they're on peculiar orbits. So if we could bring these back, there we go. 81 by 83. This one's one on a nice easy orbit, right? Yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming tonight because I am a bit tired. Okay, bring it to here. Come on, this is the mountain range. Like round about by here is where I do the deorbit burn. Turn around. See, you've got little wings on it, so you have at least some cross-range capability and some ability to control it on the way back. We change center of gravity by moving what remains of the fuel between all the different tanks. So we can fly it back, but it lands by parachute because it's just the most reliable way. So it's the constraints of having a career game where money makes a difference. I believe. I also restrict myself to certain engines. I won't use Nerva and that air breathing rocket thing because they're unrealistic. They're not used in real life. I won't use those two engines. I mean, of course, there was their arguments that Nerva rockets have been made and it's based on a real rocket, but it's never been used operationally in space, even though there is active development. So what I'm going to do is put the fuel into that tank to move the center of gravity back, so we have more. We can fire the engine to try and control where we're going to land and get us as close to KSC as possible. And if we need to control ourselves aerodynamically, I'll move the fuel over here to move the fuel forward, so it changes the center of gravity relative to the center of pressure, and we'll have aerodynamic control. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. One glorious day it'll be real. Yeah, one glorious day. It would. It'd be awesome. Yeah, that's it. The day that a working nuclear rocket goes into orbit is the day I'll use it in Kerbal. And hopefully it's not going to be too long. Hopefully it's not going to be too long, because there is active development going on. There is active development. Mike Hawk. I've got a space station called Space Hawk. Space Hawk is awesome. Space Hawk is a really ambitious space station. It just looks cool because I designed it on Space Hawk, which is a space station from a 1980s TV series I liked when I was younger. Yeah, one of the earlier streams, we moved Space Hawk out there. There you go, Space Hawk 1. It's out there. It's out there. Click that so we can set a target. Start sticking the fuel forward. Get it flip around and try and get some. Supposedly there's talks of testing a nuclear engine in low Earth orbit later this year or 2027, but who knows? Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it, but it'd be awesome if that's true. It'd be absolutely awesome if that's true. Yeah, I think we messed this one up. Come on. Come on, slow down already. All right, this glide slope could have been better. Come on, slow down, slow down. Poor thing, a dart in a swimming pool. That's what it's like in there. Try and get it as close to the back as we can. Come on, come on. Turn around. Thing is, when it runs out of fuel, the centre of gravity is all wrong on it, so it'll just, when it gets below a certain point, it becomes hard to control. I don't know if we've got enough fuel to get all the way back there. And if I press T and get the SAS back on, I wonder if I can. So get the direction we're going, our direction of travel above our target, right, and then press F to lock that in. Yeah, the ship is too slow and it takes a long time to get out here. So anything like past the islands, I can't be bothered to take the ship out and pick the stuff up. So I'll just take the hit in funds. Like if stuff lands way out there, I'll just take the hit in funds and not bother picking it up. Because that's some of the longest streams I've ever done. I'd spent hours and hours with taking the ship all the way out there to pick up a small stage that's landed in the water. That's it. The more fuel. See how far it will glide. Hands off. I've got no hands on anything. Not pressing any buttons. It's just holding SAS. Holding the 18 kilometers or 15 kilometers to the runway. 15 kilometers to the runway. Oh yeah, these are flags, by the way, which I'm clicking, just so we can target the runway. I just put a flag at either end of the runway. .8, 12.8, 12.7, 12.6, 12.5, 12.4, 12 kilometers. Now we're going down. 11, 11.2, 1.1. I'll pop the chutes when we get below 1,000, I think. We're not really moving any closer, are we? Oh, it is moving forward. I'm just looking at the waves going by. Come on, it is moving forward, isn't it? 8.8. 8.4, 8.3. Would angling into the runway and then pulling up close to the last minute yield more efficient recovery? I don't think it will. If, like, I could click down here and go, or over there, target, it'll just lose altitude. It'll lose altitude. So if you do that, it'll just go, boop, it'll just go straight down. We'll lose the altitude even faster. See, it's not moving us any closer, I don't think. We're not going to get there, not going to get there. Oh, below 1,000 already. Pop the chutes. Pop the chutes. Okay, we're not going to recover vessel. We'll go back to the space center and try and get the boat out because it's reasonably close to the shore, so we'll try and get the boat out. when it loads. When it loads. Yeah, we've got an SSTO over there that's landed, though I want to try and launch again as well. We've done that in the streams last week. Where is it? The boat. The boat. What's the boat called? It's Recover Face. Where are we? Open. Recovery. Two, three. It's number 2. Yeah, we got this. This works really, really well. But I did. Recovery. I did try to attach wings to it and fly it. Yeah. We couldn't get this to work. I managed to fly it and do a circuit, but it would break apart when we flared on finals. It would just break apart. Yeah, we'll just get the where is it? Recovery. Number 2. There we go. Change of flag, get the Hugo KM flag, that's one I've been using recently. And get out of there, Valentino. We want some engineers. We want engineers in case things go wrong. Or when things go wrong. Yeah, we've got a bunch more stages like that to try and recover as well. Come on, load. Right, put the brakes on. Press F5. Yeah, it's a bit slow. Once we get down to the water, it'll be better. No, it takes a couple of seconds, a couple of minutes or so to slow down to 0 once we're in the water, so we can quick save, because you can't quick save when moving across the water. And what we do is I'll use the reverse thrust on the outer engines in order to precisely maneuver us around our target. And just like the other thing, we've got these little arms here, these little things here to try and move stuff into the centre. Don't want to move too fast and break stuff at the moment. Is the microphone still on? Yeah, the microphone's still on. Where's my hanky? I need to do my nose a second again. Okay. Don't want to break it. I wait till the surface speed gets down to 0, then we'll do a quick save, and then we'll fire the engines up, blast the engines up to full power, and get over there in as quick as we can. See, the surface speed takes a long time to go down when we're on the water. I know we could just reverse thrust the engines. And 1.9, 0.8. And that's about it. Right, F5, can't save while moving over the surface. F5. There we go. F5 again. Don't know why the brakes on. And use the outer engines to trim it. Concentrate, concentrate. So much concentrating. There we go. Right, don't rush it, don't rush, don't rush. Don't rush. Yeah, we need a bigger boat because some of the newer launch stages we got are too big. So we need to build a bigger one of these. It's genuinely impressive how he made all this so cohesive in stock. Yeah, these are all stock parts as well, yeah. I think it's only the aviation lights and some science experiments that aren't stock parts. These are all stock parts, yeah. Boop. Right, F5. So, let's use that claw, get that claw, get that telescoping arm, get that telescoping arm. Alright. F5 again, in case anything explodes where you can connect. Boop. There you go. Boop. There you go, there's the two telescopic arms. Just so it's stabilized. Right. Set those fuel tanks to same vessel interaction, and put these pads as same vessel interaction so that it holds it a bit steady. There you go, it'll hold it steady. There you go. So hopefully it'll hold it steady. Hopefully. Right, get rid of that, and we will get rid of that. F5 again. Turn off torque so that doesn't mess us around. Turn off torque there so that doesn't cause a problem. And shut down engine, gimbal free, and set those to disable them working. F5 again. And control from here. Control from here. 5. Right. Start these engines up now. Activate engine. Activate the bigger engines up. And we can trim with the outer engines rather than mess around too much. So we can trim it rather than pressing any of the controls. We can just control the direction we're going with these engines. Now the next thing is to slow down early enough so you don't hit the beach going 200 meters per second or something. 66 meters per second, 67, 68. My cat is getting up. I'm sitting awkwardly on my chair because my cat sleeps on the buffet end of my desk. So I sit awkwardly on my chair. She's stirring. No, my cat's relaxed and go back to sleep. It's okay. Yeah, like you know the gantry I was driving around earlier. Well, I felt that was a bit slow at one time, and I attached jet engines and rocket engines to it, and it killed a lot of Kerbals. So I stopped doing that. What's the time anyway? It's 2:18 in the morning. And we've been streaming for 1 hour 52 minutes. Gone but not forgotten. Yeah. Yeah, we got, what was it? A couple of Kerbals, yeah. Well, they were driving a vehicle that wasn't meant to get airborne and it got airborne. So, yeah, poor Kerbals. Oh, it's so heartbreaking when you kill Kerbals. Though sometimes it can be impressive. There we go. There we go, full stop. Recover vessel. Recover vessel. Come on, load. We've got a bunch more of these stages in orbit. Right, there you go. 100% for recovered parts. We're up to 707 now. Right, should we bring back one more of those stages and then, but not bring it back to the runway? If it lands not far away, I'll just recover it now because it does take a while to go out there and pick stuff up. Just we got a bunch of those launch stages in orbit. We got another one here. I like to recover stuff, not leave it in orbit or have it junk or something. But some of these launch stages are in awkward orbits because I wasn't paying attention when I was launching them. Well, this one's going to be in a silly elliptical orbit or something, isn't it? Oh, 81 by 83. No, this one's fine. This one's fine. This one's more or less the same orbit as the last one. F5. Yeah, we can bring it back from there. Usual drill. Bring these up. Use the fuel to control center of gravity, center of mass, so that we have control over it. We'll see how close we can get it to KSC. Yeah, I'll bring this one back and then I'll probably stop streaming because I'm a bit tired. Sorry, yeah, my nose is still bad as well. Okay, this one seems to have less fuel. Don't know if we can move it around now, can we? It's more like it. So I'll take an SAS off so I can hand fly it. That doesn't mean it'll get there any easier. Alright, go on. Is that good enough? Oh, close enough, isn't it? Yeah, is it? Can we get 100% if it's on the slope, or does it have to be on the runway itself? Oh, it's on the runway itself. There you go. That's good. See, that's the sort of thing. I mean, it's not perfect. It's almost perfect, isn't it? That's the sort of thing we mean. A cover vessel. Yeah, the other stages are up there won't be that good because I don't think they got enough fuel to come back because they're in silly elliptical orbits because I messed it up on the orbits on the launches on a few launches recently. It could be on the slope too. Thanks. Yeah, thanks. I think other people have said before that it could be on the slopes, and I wasn't sure. Yeah, there you go. Parts 100% value. Yeah, it counts as part of the biome. Thank you. Yeah, there you go. 100% recovered parts. That's not bad. Right, we're up to 747 and 88. Funds. Okay. Right. Anyway, I've been streaming for 1 hour 59 minutes and 18 seconds, 20 seconds, 21. I think I'm going to take a break. It's 2:25 in the morning. I'm a bit tired. I want to see. Is my cat still? Yeah, the cat's still under my desk. She's okay. Alright, I'm going to stop streaming for this evening. Thanks for being here, Mike. I know that was Galaxy Bot was here earlier. We had a few other chatters tonight who I didn't realise. Yeah, let me scroll up. Was it Lucas? Yeah, he gave us the Wilt Mono, and there's somebody else on there chatting tonight. Who else was there? I can't find it. I'm just scrolling up now. And of course, Mike Hawk. Hang on. Before I go, let's because your name's Mike Hawk. I want to show off Space Hawk. If you haven't seen Space Hawk, I want to show off Space Hawk. Space Hawk is our impressive one of our stations. Let me just show off Space Hawk. I can find it. Where is it? Some stuff here. Cafe Alpha. don't see it. Oh, look, it's probably scrolling straight. There you go, Spacehawk 1. There you go. We got a space station called Spacehawk. Come on, load. There you go. It's Spacehawk. Yeah. If anyone can recognise it. Certain 80s television series that had a space station that looked like this, and that's why I modelled it on. Anyway, there you go. That's Spacehawk. I'm quite impressed with Spacehawk. It's just a big fuel tank. All right, I'm going to stop streaming, and yeah. 2:27 in the morning, stream for 2 hours 1 minute, and thanks for being here, and good night, good morning.